The front door of Jordan's family home swung open before I even knocked, and there he stood, my best friend since freshman year, grinning like nothing in the world had changed. "Alex, you made it. Get in here, man. Mom's already got burgers on the grill." I laughed, dropping my duffel bag in the sunny foyer of their suburban Denver house, the Rocky Mountains hazy in the distance. Summer vacation after our junior year at the University of Colorado felt like the perfect reset. 2 months of video games, late-night talks, and zero responsibility. Jordan clapped me on the back, his blue eyes bright under that messy blonde hair, same as always. We spent the first afternoon exactly how I pictured it. Shooting hoops in the driveway, raiding the fridge, catching up on everything except the one thing that mattered. His parents were the same, warm, loud, Midwest transplants who treated me like their second son. His little sister teased us about college girls, and we all laughed. By evening, everything felt normal, safe, exactly like every other summer we'd shared. Until I went downstairs to grab my charger from the guest room and heard voices behind the half-closed basement door. I froze. Jordan's voice, low and urgent. "You can't keep coming over like this. My parents are upstairs." Another voice answered, softer male. "Then tell them, Jordan. Or at least tell Alex. He's your best friend." My stomach dropped. I pushed the door open without thinking. There they were, Jordan pressed against the wall, kissing a guy I'd never seen before, tall, dark-haired, hands on Jordan's waist like it was the most natural thing in the world. Jordan's eyes snapped to mine. The kiss broke. The other guy stepped back fast. For one endless second, nobody moved. Then Jordan whispered my name like it hurt. "Alex." I turned and ran back upstairs, heart hammering so loud I couldn't hear anything else. The summer I thought would be ordinary had just exploded in my face, and nothing was ever going to be the same again. I locked myself in the guest room, staring at the wall like it could explain what I'd just seen. Jordan, straight arrow Jordan, the guy who dated half the soccer team in high school, was kissing another man in his own basement. My best friend, the same guy who once carried me 3 blocks after I twisted my ankle at a party. My hand shook as I sat on the bed. Footsteps stopped outside my door. A soft knock. "Alex, please." I opened it. Jordan stood there, face pale, eyes red like he'd been crying. "Can we talk?" We walked out to the backyard where the sun was setting behind the mountains, painting everything gold. He sat on the porch swing, elbows on his knees. "His name is Marcus. We've been seeing each other for 6 months. Nobody knows. Not my parents, not anyone at school. I didn't plan for you to find out like that." I couldn't look at him. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Because I was scared you'd look at me the way you're looking at me right now." His voice cracked. "I've known since we were 16, Alex. I just buried it. Pretended. Dated girls so no one would suspect. Then you showed up every summer like my safe place, and I couldn't risk losing that." Something twisted in my chest. Anger, confusion, something else I couldn't name. I thought about all the nights we'd crashed on the same couch, shoulders touching, talking until sunrise. Had I missed every sign? "So what now?" I asked. Jordan shrugged, helpless. "I don't know. Dad would lose his mind if he found out. He still uses words I can't even repeat. Mom would cry. And, I don't want you to hate me." I didn't hate him. That was the terrifying part. I felt something shift inside me, like the ground under my feet had tilted. That night, I lay awake listening to the crickets outside, replaying the kiss I'd walked in on. Not with disgust, with a strange, aching curiosity that kept me from sleeping until dawn. The next 3 days were a careful dance of pretending everything was fine. Jordan's parents noticed nothing. They were too busy with work and barbecues. Marcus stopped coming over, but the secret hung between Jordan and me like smoke. We still played basketball, still joked, but every silence felt loaded. On the 4th night, his parents went to a movie. We ordered pizza and sat on the living room floor like old times. Halfway through the second horror movie, Jordan muted the TV. "I've been thinking about coming out. Not to them yet, just to you, really. And maybe Marcus wants more than secret basement kisses." He looked at me sideways. "What do you think I should do?" I swallowed hard. The question felt bigger than it was. "I think you deserve to be happy. Whoever that's with." The words came out steady, but inside I was unraveling. Because every time I looked at Jordan now, I noticed things I never had before. The way his laugh started in his eyes, the small scar on his jaw from a skateboarding accident sophomore year, the way his t-shirt stretched across his shoulders. Later, when he fell asleep on the couch, I couldn't stop staring. My best friend. My straight best friend who wasn't straight at all. The realization hit like a freight train. I wasn't just supportive. I was jealous. Of Marcus. Of anyone who got to kiss him openly. The next morning, Jordan's dad walked in while we were making breakfast and clapped Jordan on the back. You two are thicker than thieves. Good to see real male friendship that doesn't involve all that rainbow nonsense on TV. Jordan flinched. I saw it. And for the first time, I understood the weight he carried every single day in this bright, normal-looking house. Tension built like a storm. Jordan started texting Marcus again in secret, but I could tell it was tearing him apart. One afternoon, we drove up into the foothills for a hike, our old escape route. Halfway up the trail, he stopped, breathing hard. Dad found a text from Marcus on my phone last night. Not the worst one, but enough to ask questions. I lied, said it was a buddy from the gym. His voice shook. I hate lying to him, but I'm more scared of the truth. I wanted to tell him it would be okay. Instead, I said something stupid. Maybe you should just date a girl for a while. Keep the peace. The words tasted like ash the second they left my mouth. Jordan's face went blank. Is that what you want me to do, Alex? Pretend forever? We didn't speak the rest of the hike. Back home, the silence followed us inside. That night, I heard him crying through the wall. I lay there feeling like the worst friend alive, because part of me had suggested it out of jealousy, not protection. The next day, I tried to apologize. Jordan just nodded, eyes guarded. It's fine. You're straight. You don't get it. But I wasn't sure I was straight anymore. Every glance at him sent my pulse racing. When his mom asked us to help paint the garage, I spent hours watching the way sweat ran down his neck, and I hated myself for it. Misunderstanding piled on misunderstanding. Jordan started spending more time out of the house. I assumed it was with Marcus. The jealousy burned hotter than the Colorado sun. The breaking point came on the 4th of July. Jordan's parents threw their usual backyard party. Neighbors, fireworks, too much food. Jordan invited Marcus as a friend from work. I watched them laugh together by the grill and felt something inside me snap. Later, when everyone was watching the fireworks, I pulled Jordan aside behind the shed. You're really going to keep doing this? Hiding in your own house? He spun on me, eyes flashing. What do you want from me, Alex? You told me to pretend. Now you're mad when I try. His voice rose. You have no idea what it's like to want someone you can never have. I think I do, I whispered. The words fell out before I could stop them. Jordan stared. The first firework exploded overhead, lighting his face in gold and red. What are you saying? I couldn't breathe. I'm saying seeing you with him hurt. More than it should. Because I think I'm falling for you, Jordan. And it's scaring the hell out of me. He stepped closer. For one terrifying second, I thought he might kiss me right there with his entire family 20 feet away. Instead, he grabbed my wrist, voice raw. Don't say that unless you mean it. Because I've loved you since the day we met. I just never thought you'd love me back. The confession hung between us, bigger than any secret in that house. But before we could say another word, his dad called our names. We pulled apart like we'd been burned. The rest of the night was torture, smiling for photos, acting normal while my entire world tilted on its axis. The next 2 weeks were a whirlwind of stolen conversations and careful distance. Jordan broke things off with Marcus, cleanly, honestly, and told his parents he needed space. I spent every night replaying that confession, terrified and exhilarated at the same time. One rainy afternoon, we sat in his car in the driveway, windows fogged. I'm not ready to tell my family yet, he said quietly. But I'm done hiding from you. I reached over and took his hand. It felt like the bravest thing I'd ever done. Then we figured out together. No more secrets in this house. We faced everything after that. The awkward family dinners where his dad made offhand comments. The nights Jordan cried about the fear of losing them. The mornings I woke up wondering if I was brave enough for this. There were arguments. There were misunderstandings when I panicked and pulled away. But there were also quiet moments on the back porch where we talked about the future, about maybe moving to a city where we didn't have to hide, about building something real. By the end of August, when I packed my bag to head back to campus, Jordan walked me to the car. His parents waved from the porch, none the wiser. He hugged me tight, then whispered against my ear, "This summer changed everything, and I wouldn't trade it for the world." I smiled, heart full for the first time in months. The secret that had shattered my reality had also rebuilt it stronger. True or false? A single hidden kiss in a quiet family home can destroy a friendship forever, or turn it into the greatest love you'll ever know.